Okay. That's great. So I've had this great monologue for about 5 minutes and I completely forgot to turn on my mic. So I should be here now. You know, I was saying my stream output is kind of shit on OBS right now. The bitrate is not that good and I wanted feedback from you guys, you know. Let me know how the stream is going for you. But yeah, I totally forgot to turn on my mic. I had this nice talk and I'm going to be talking again over the same things. So again, roll call, M channel, hello, hello, Marin, hello. Welcome Yuritsa, welcome Jeffed, welcome to the stream. Sorry for derping up, you know, I completely forgot. Yeah, I was talking, the chat was kind of weird, and then I look at my Adobe Audition and I see, oh my god, the levels are not changing, everything is constant. And yeah, turns out I didn't turn on my microphone. So what was I saying? The video I published today, it already got copyright striked for the Lacrimosa music in the background. You know, that's what you get for trying to use dank memes, those cancer memes. Best stuff. As I was saying, the regular stream on Friday, that's going to happen. That's always going to happen. That's the thing. That's the place where I do, you know, the hardcore coding. This was basically just a random, you know, midweek stream because I kind of felt like it. I wanted to vent some more. And yeah. Hey, for Alligator Gaming, welcome to the stream. Sorry for derping up again with the audio at the beginning. Yep, it was definitely weird. I had some OBS issues as well right now. Again, I don't know, let me guys know what the stream is like for you. My output seems terrible, you know, I barely get the bitrate I want. I don't know if my bro is doing something else in the other room, which could, you know, impact on performance. But see, this is the thing with our ISP, you know, we call up our ISP and they tell us, oh, well, what do you want? You're streaming on Friday. More people are going to be online on Friday during that time. Oh, connect yourself with the wire. And nothing works. It's so... I'm not going to go into details right now. But yeah, so April Fools, right. Did you guys enjoy the April Fools update? I mean, you know, it was kind of a hot thing. A lot of thought went into that one, you know. Preparations as well. I had to prepare way in advance. Make sure you guys actually got the update without knowing you guys got the update, you know. I kind of did this sneaky thing of downloading stuff in the background without actually logging them into the changelog. So yeah. Happy April Fools. Today is the 4th. It's not going to be active anymore. 1 subscriber away from 900. Yes, I can see. just one away. Thanks man. Soon, Glash, man, soon. I copied the error in Friday night so that you can help me on Friday night. Google Translate. Dude, either... Sorry, I'm reading comments off on YouTube. Like, seriously, if you want to come at me with some errors, if you need help with something, that's okay, man. That's a-okay. But please, for any of you listening to me rambling on right now, if you're reporting errors, paste the whole damn error. I'm not psychic, I'm not a wizard, I'm not 30 yet, you know, I got no wand, I didn't get my letter from Hogwarts, I'm not, you know, I can't read your mind, I can't see what's on your screen magically, I don't know what your errors are. If you want help, if you want concrete help, if you really want me to help you out, you gotta post your error. You can't just tell me, oh, I have some error, or oh, an error. It's like this, okay, this one conversational thread I had. So this guy comments, follow Pokemon script. Again, very nice sentence construction. And I reply, you know, smug with one already exists. And then he says, or she, I don't know who they are. The reply was yes, but error in quotation marks. What the hell am I supposed to do with this information? That's not information. Okay, that's nothing. And actually, I just refreshed my page and it says I'm already at 900 subs. So the Gamer Crasher, thank you for subbing. You're 900th. You win nothing. So yeah, you win the prestige, of course, of knowing. Mark Gautier, is you a wizard? No, man, I'm not a wizard. I'm not a wizard yet. I still got a long way, you know, until I get my letter from Hogwarts. Yeah. What am I gonna work on today? I don't know. I just felt like rambling today. Maybe cut the stream short as well. You know, I always say this. I always say, oh, guys, I'm going to stream for a short amount of time today. And then I end up streaming 3 hours anyway, so... whatever. Well, maybe we should start off with the conversations that are most important to life in general, you know? It's like, if you look at the hierarchy in life, like the thing that's on top, of course, is anime. So, Shingeki no Kyojin, or as it's most commonly known, Attack on Titan Season 2 started it. And it's really, really, really hype. It's great, man. The first episode, oof, the end scene, it gave me a big boner, so I can't complain about that. Boku no Hero Season 2 started as well, and it's great. I love it. It's chill. It's very, you know, it has such a nice feeling when you watch the anime. And of course, this kicks off the entire spring season, which I'm really, really hyped for, because a lot of the things I want to watch are coming out soon or have already started airing. So yeah, I'm glad when it comes to that. Can't complain. Definitely have a lot of stuff to work with, which is dope. It's really dope. Someone take a sub, dog. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, man. Exactly. No waifu, no life, Glash. No waifu, no life. That's exactly. It's what Putin said. It's what everybody says. Your prize is for being surprised to the most epic YouTuber. Oh, hell yeah. When are you gonna let us get into the Neo menu Pokédex party? When it's finished. So, you know, when I finish, I release stuff. I mean, you know, you can't say that I've gone cheap on you, and you can't really say that, oh, Lux, you never do anything for the communities. You don't release your stuff. No, I kind of have a bunch of stuff already. And the thing I like to do actively is provide support on all my stuff. And if I feel inspired, if I have some new ideas I want to work on for the already existing resources that I published, you know, I do it. I push out the update to you guys, so you guys have more content to enjoy and to work with in general. But yeah, when am I gonna get you guys into the Neo menu Pokédex party thing? I don't know, when it's finished, I guess. I still have to... So I was thinking of doing like 3 scripts at a time, you know? I think that's fair. I think that's fair. So when I finish up the party, which should be this week, I mean, we should kind of finish it up in the next live stream, definitely. I don't see it taking up too much more time, since I mean, I've already done the panels. I just gotta make my own what's it called? Command window thing, right? And I gotta go from there. I gotta integrate it into the plug and play aspects of everything, and I mean, that's pretty much it. I doubt. Okay, so what did my April Fool's joke do? You know what? I'm going to show you guys. Okay. So I'm going to show you what exactly the April Fool's was, but for this I'm going to get rid of the background music and turn on my desktop audio. And okay, so the thing is this. Whoops. I gotta adjust my time and date. So the April Fool's joke is only active. It's only active during the 1st of April, of course. And for those of you who didn't use my scripts during the 1st of April, lucky you, man. Lucky you. You didn't have to deal with this. So it was basically bad. It was bad. I'm going to decrease the... Okay, so it greets you with a special message. Like so. And then when you start playing it, you're greeted with a beautiful title screen and music in the background. Let's take a time to, you know, to appreciate this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's definitely good. That's the stuff. So you get the nice title screen. Of course, you know, again, April's update. I don't want to, you know, have you guys suffer without a proper title screen. And you get all kinds of cool stuff, like all your map names get changed to Hotel California. Every text in game gets changed to, you know, I like shorts, they're comfy and easy to wear. If you go to your bag, You also get neat new features, you know, some Klingon here and there. I think I messed up the Pokédex as well. Yeah, okay. So like Jedi, you know. And then... I mean, you know, it was like the whole point of the April Fool's thing was to kind of mess up your games. And if we go into battle... Oh yeah, oh yeah. And the thing here was, you know, of course, changing some UI elements. Changing this stuff and everything you, like, whatever you select is just basically randomly going to select a move, so you really have no choice when it comes to this. Abilities got changed. You just saw stay chunky. So, yeah, you know, stuff like this. Stuff like this. And wait, let me actually bring this back up and go here. And let me change my date and time back to... So hopefully that answers your guys' question. I mean, I rolled out the April Fool's update in March, like at the beginning of March. I think I had an update at the beginning of March, and I pretty much like put in all the faulty code already into your games, and I left myself a backdoor so that I can even further screw around with your games if I do want to do stuff like that. So yeah, the worst thing is that I thought my game was hacked or something. Well, you know. Wait. What April Fool's jokes did you... Oh, so, okay, I went through that. He changed all the Pokemon to question mark and then called him John Cena, and the menu was random too. Yes. Spent all Saturday reading about nice short stuff. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, come on. It's April Fool's. We gotta keep everything in the spirit of the day. And how long did it take me? It really didn't take me very long. It's actually an incredibly simple piece of code, you know. I pretty much what I do is I alias all the functions I want to alias, and then I change whatever I want to change based on the date we're currently in. So if I go into my scripts, I can show you this part exactly. I think it's in the updater somewhere. So I have this, okay, so module kernel class, this is just for aliasing PP message. And it basically takes your whatever message you have anywhere. It takes the first argument, which is going to be the message, and it replaces it with I like shorts, they're comfy and easy to wear. You know, if the date is the current time and date, so if it's April 1st, and then in the UI, I had like this part right here. I don't know where it is exactly. Should be somewhere here. Let me find it. Okay, so right here. I changed the def get message because this is what Essentials uses, like to get all the stuff, like the items, item names, plural item names, item descriptions, map names, abilities, Pokemon kinds, species, form names, and stuff like that. So I pretty much changed all the trainers to master baits, giving them, you know, I'm just sitting here at my desk, end speech, thrown in some Klingon for you guys, you know, who actually understand or speak Klingon. I've got this in here. Stay chunky, Hotel California, Stormtroopers, you know, just basically all kinds of messing about with your game. And for the battles, I've changed the way, you know, the Pokemon stuff. So the name gets returned as John Cena, trainer Master Bates, and then the sound effect that gets played, which is the John Cena stuff, which I downloaded in the background. And for the title screens, you know, I've made like this special function which gets an online bitmap. So it gets a bitmap from a URL and then it uses that. And yeah, you know, some decent stuff, I guess, in the background of your games. I didn't look at the date. There's the first mistake. It's a trap. But yeah, definitely. April 1st. You know, you can always, like, I'm going to say this right now, but every single year I've done something stupid for April 1st. So you can expect it next year as well. I doubt I'm going to, you know, not do something stupid for April 1st. Since I already got like this nice architecture designed, so I mean, next year probably you can expect something even bigger. And again, let me know how the stream quality is right now. I doubt I'm streaming at 60 frames per second, and I doubt it's constant because my bitrate is all over the place. Sometimes I'm jumping down to like 1500 kilobits per second. Sometimes I'm up to 5000, and it's fluctuating. Today is just not a good day for streams, it seems. Yeah, and this is probably going to reflect on the audio quality as well. I think I've completely eliminated the like audio static, you know, cutting out. I don't know what the noises are called, like I was wondering why he was prolonging the Friday stream until midnight. Prolonging the Friday stream until midnight. No. That was actually kind of a spontaneous thing. That wasn't planned. I'm serious. I wanted to actually get this Friday stream over with as quickly as possible. I was sick. I was tired, you know. I didn't feel like streaming or working on anything. It just, I don't know, it just ended up being 3 hours and into April. And then since it was already April, I decided to go onto Twitter, social media and stuff like that, and let everyone know, you know, you can enjoy today's special update. And I felt it was very special. And so on the subject of Z moves, I know I've been trolling you guys, and I know in my videos you can like see I'm working on Z move scripts and stuff like that. No, I'm not working on any Z move stuff. Z moves, they're not gonna happen anytime soon. So my rule of thumb is this: I'm only going to provide visual support, and I'm going to like do all these crazy battle system things for features that are actually inside of Essentials. Unless it's something extremely simple like changing the background music when the opposing trainer sends out the last Pokemon, or those in battle like dialogues, then I can do that because that's not a problem. Usually those solutions are very simple to make. But when it's something like implementing an entire mechanic, I don't think I want to do that, because I probably have clashing like ideas of how to go about doing certain stuff than Maruno does. And in case Maruno wants to add official support for Z moves in Essentials, you know, he's probably going to do it way different than I would have ever done. And yeah, especially with version 17, he's making changes to the compiler, and my idea of Z moves was having a PBS entry and change the compiler as well. But since he's doing that, and it wouldn't be very plug and play, and I'd have to dedicate like at least 5,000 lines of code extra for Z moves, you know, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. As soon as Z moves come out in Essentials, you can expect EBS, you know, to put in full animation support for that. And maybe depending on like how the stuff, because if I'm not mistaken, the Reborn team already released a Z moves mechanic to the public. I think it's public. If it's not, it probably will be anytime soon. But yeah, I may look at that, and I may end up implementing, you know, support for that Z mechanic. I'm not sure. I really can't, you know, I don't want to promise anything. Okay, and I've noticed that the background music cut out. Okay. Oh, come on, dude. Okay. We should have smooth music in the background, definitely. Do I stream with OBS? Yes, I do stream with OBS. OBS is definitely like my software of choice at the moment. I've had an XSplit license for I think 6 months, and the first 2 streams I've done were with XSplit, and I don't like XSplit, so I don't know. Yeah, today's stream is laggy, and I can definitely tell that it's definitely going to be reflected in the archived footage as well. I don't know what to say, guys. I've had issues with my ISP for a while now, and today is no exception. Last week's stream was actually kind of good. This week, meh. And did I implement? No, I think I answered that right now. Do you know how I can make a static Mega Pokemon when you're in battle? That Pokemon is Mega Evolved. No, I don't know off the top of my head. I mean, Mega Pokemon are pretty much just forms. Sorry. Oh boy. I'm sure there's a way to do it though. I don't know what it would be. Let me take a look. Let me put you back here. I don't know. Wait. Let's go into multiple. So Mega Evolutions. This is this. Right, let's go PB Wild Battle. PB Wild Battle, def. Okay, so for this you gotta do species. I mean, see, if you had like with your def Wild Battle here. Or wait, how do you do? Wait. FPB species string symbol. Okay. General wild Pokemon. Okay, so that's not here. I'm sure there was something birth. PB Wild Battle Deoxys. No. Is this here? Oh no, so that's the switch. So the shiny Pokemon gets done through a switch. Okay, so I'm guessing you'd have to assign the Mega form because Mega Evolution Pokemon are just another form in the entry right here. And looking from the code, where was this? Pokemon. Okay, so looking for the code. So this function def is Mega, which is basically used to check whether or not a Pokemon is Mega, is going to return whether or not the current form is going to equal the Mega form. So at the start of the battle, def PB Wild Battle, you just need to have a way to make your stuff, you know, no, not my PB Wild Battle, def, and where's the original one? PB Field right here. So in here, where you have your battle that actually creates a Pokemon right here, Gen Wild Pokemon, you probably want to do like Gen Wild Poke dot form is equal to, and then if your Mega is 1, it's going to be 1 here. So it's very much form dependent. So I don't know. Again, I don't like I keep saying, you know, 90% of essentials or 80% of essentials, I really don't know. You know, I have to do the research first when it comes to this. So I don't know if there is an easier way to do like form battles, form changes for Pokemon natively, you know, inside of essentials. But like the idea is this: you take your generated Pokemon and then you just give it your Mega form, and poof, your Pokemon is going to be Mega from the start. I don't know what else to say on this topic. Okay, how's it, Luga? Welcome, Seth. You can call me Luga. It's not an issue. Welcome, Rix. Welcome. I think you need to look at the settings in 303 for Mega. Settings 303. No Mega Evolution. No, you probably. No, this I don't think this is it. Global switch, which while on prevents all Pokemon from Mega evolving. Yeah. So no, this is just going to be a global switch, which is then going to say you can or you cannot Mega evolve. So if you have this switch to off, you're not going to be able to Mega evolve your Pokemon. So I don't think that's that. You're definitely going to have to assign a form to your Pokemon that you're battling. And like I said, I don't know if there is a default way of doing it in Essentials. I haven't looked into it too much because I really don't care for obvious reasons. So yeah. What are you working on? I'm working on nothing. I have this nice screen right here, which I keep open. The stream is crap. The stream is lagging. We went through like some of the stuff when it comes to what I did for April Fools and things like that. So I did want to go back to anime talk. Serious anime, you know, anime. No waifu, no lifu, as somebody said. And what was I going to say? Okay, so the question of the day is up on screen. Like, if I were to do some rambling series, what would I do? I actually have ideas for the next 3 videos on my channel. I mean, I'm kind of bummed out. Today's video got copyright strike. I hope this doesn't like have any impact on the rest of my channel in general. Yeah, I mean, from the stands, I can still tell that, you know, my guideline strikes are okay. I don't have anything. I don't care. This video doesn't have to be monetized. It's okay. I don't really make any money off of YouTube. But yeah, I just hope it doesn't impact, you know, because I don't know. I don't know what kind of content is copyrighted, what isn't. And I obviously didn't do enough research. And my settings are like, by default, this thing gets monetized automatically since I did apply for that YouTube partner thingy. But yeah, the video is up for you guys, you know. It's there. I'm mainly doing this tutorial series to help you guys out understand coding in general. So if you're one of those guys that actually do want to take a bigger interest when it comes to scripting, if you want to really know how everything works, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, that's for you. Those videos are for you. And for the other ones, you can watch it the other, because like from the I can go to my video manager and I can exactly tell like which one of my videos are doing the best. And it's kind of funny because the videos that are easiest to make, they are doing the best. So for example, like my video 5 fan games to get excited about, it's got over 1,000 views, like it keeps growing, you know, and stuff like that. So, you know, the top 5 lists seems to be doing well. Other things like general channel updates aren't doing very well. Piano stuff isn't doing very well on here on my channel. The tutorial series have been going down from what I can tell, and yeah, and that's okay. That's okay. The series is definitely there as an extra push to help you guys out when it comes to making your games. So that's good. That I'm going to continue doing that regardless of the views. But when it comes to my other stuff, and of course live streams, I'll keep doing the live streams. The live streams are popular. They're doing well, in my opinion. I mean, I have a fair amount of user interactivity right there. So yeah. Welcome, Professor Jakes. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Today is just, you know, like it says, random midweek stream, you know, general rambling. But yeah, 3 videos planned already. Let me actually, I have a lot of notes for this stuff. Okay, so somebody, I mean, it wasn't just one person. Several people asked me for whether or not I'm going to do more top 10, top 5 videos. So like the first video I have planned are 5 tips for programming in general, you know. It's going to cover pretty much the tips and tricks. Okay, more not tricks so much as tips. So the tips I implement on my daily programming basis. Then I got 5 favorite video games, 5 favorite anime. Of course, you know, you can't, like, we keep going back to this. No waifu, no life. Anime equals life. To be syntactical about this. But yeah, talking about anime, like I said, spring season started. Attack on Titan, the first episode. If you haven't watched it, it's great. I really recommend watching it. It was a great watch. The episode was really good. It brought back all the hype in me. The soundtrack was really nice because it was pretty much just a copy paste of the original one. I mean, even the opening song of the second season, they're trying so hard for the opening song of second season to sound identical to the opening song of the first season. And even though you can tell, you know, okay, this opening is different, it like in the back of your mind it sounds the same. So that's nice. They're definitely bringing the hype train back. And I think it's going to be good. The only weird thing for me is, like, I don't know what to think anymore. Because in the previous reports, I've read that that the second season of Attack on Titan is not going to follow the manga precisely. So it's kind of going to be different a bit. But now from what I've seen, and I'm not going to say exactly what I'm referring to, but like I've read some comments from some manga readers, and they pretty much confirm like that the Attack on Titan anime is very much up to date on the latest chapters of the manga. So I don't know what's up with that. And it's only 12 episodes long for this season. I don't know how that's going to impact the general storytelling. I think there may be some pacing issues. Because in my opinion, they do have a lot of ground to cover from the stuff I've heard about the manga. But I don't know. Boku no Hero Academia Season 2. 25 episodes this season, which is going to be great. I really like it. My friend keeps telling me, you know, the second season, this is going to be the peak of Boku no Hero Academia. And if I'm excited about anything, I should be excited about that. But definitely, the season has started. It's going to be great. There's a lot of anime I'm actually really looking forward to. And I've already started. And actually, I do want to, you know I give Dragon Ball Super a lot of shit. And I gave it shit last week. And I generally hate it very much. But I do have to say, I watched the latest episode and I actually quite enjoyed it. I thought it was a good episode. The thing is, with the tournament they're going to hold, I don't know if I'm going to spoil Dragon Ball Super for you guys. If you know, put your fingers in your ears if you don't want to listen. But yeah, pretty much the new tournament, from the way they've set it up in the anime, it's going to be more strategic. So it's going to be strategy orientated. It's going to be like the main focus is going to be on strategy, as opposed to what the previous tournaments were, which was ass pulls, power levels, Kaioken times million to the power of Super Saiyan square root over Super Saiyan blue times 3. So yeah, I really do hope they don't screw it up. I really do hope so, because they explained Krillin's role kind of well when it comes to the anime. So I can get behind why they actually wanted Krillin to participate in the tournament, because when it comes to the power levels, you know, Krillin, he doesn't stand a chance. They really showed it off. It was very clear that Krillin cannot even, like, nothing. Like, if he punched Goku straight in the face with all his power, Goku wouldn't feel anything. So I'm really hoping they go with the strategy aspect of the tournament, that's going to be their main focus. Because then, you know, if you do that, well, look at Hunter x Hunter. Like, that whole arc with the tournament at the beginning with Gon and Hisoka, I mean, that was like purely strategy oriented. So, you know, when I think about Dragon Ball Super, I think about the crap it is right now and the things I don't enjoy about it, and then I fantasize about like the potential it could have, you know, when it comes to good shonen. And I don't know, I really do hope they make it something nice when it comes to the tournament arc. Like I say, Hunter x Hunter, if you want to see a good anime when it comes to a good shonen anime when it comes to a lot of strategy, I mean, it's definitely doable, you know. If that shows anything, it's that it's doable. And I hope Dragon Ball Super ends up not sucking as much. But yeah. Okay, Attack on Titan Season 1 ending was pretty I loved it, man. The season... it was... Season 2 Ep 1, man, the ending was... it was so good. It was... You know, I got an anime boner when watching that. And now the chat is not updating on screen. Wait, let me... Oh, what's going on? Let me bump. Hopefully it should update. Luca, I'm making a Pokemon fan game using EBS, and thank you for making EBS fancy badges, etc. I want to make a special trainer. Do you think that's good? I mean, you know what? You can do whatever you want with your fan game. I don't really mind. Like I say, as long as there's... I wrote this on my page. There's certain rules when it comes to using my stuff. Like, the only reason I really insist on people not redistributing my stuff or using or putting modified versions in some other kits or stuff like that is because it really provides just a pain in my ass when it comes to the logistical side of things. Because then I get all kinds of uninformed people from all kinds of different like parts of the fan game community coming at me with like errors of things that don't even exist in EBS by default. Oh no, but I was using this kit and then blah blah blah. Yeah, you know, and seriously, like I've had this chain of like 10 emails, I think, back and forth, where this guy kept insisting that EBS was messed up and nothing worked and blah 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 blah, and it turned out that he was using it in some kind of spliced kit. I don't even remember what exactly it was. But yeah, that's the only thing I ask for. Of course, credits, you know, I have a list of credits for all the resources I use. And when I say credit, I don't just mean credit me, because other people have contributed to the work. For example, the sprites, if it weren't for PokeCheck, you wouldn't have any sprites when it comes to EBS. If it weren't for Bad Samaritan, you wouldn't have any sound effects when it comes to the EBS stuff. So definitely, you know, credit everyone that's on the list, because I've gone through the effort of crediting it. And when you install the stuff through the universal plugin installer, the credits are going to be automatically put into your game. But still, in your threads, if you're using EBS and stuff like that, if you want to show it off, you know, just give the credits, and please don't distribute it around. Like, I make it clear, you can modify it, you can do whatever you want to the scripts, to the resources, you can whatever. But when it comes to the redistribution of EBS and everything else, it really becomes a nightmare when it comes to like the people, you know, coming back at me with all kinds of errors and misunderstandings and stuff like that. Aaron helped with EBS sounds. Yeah, I mean, I think he has like 5 different usernames when it comes to forums. So yeah, Aaron Schmitz, he is one of the guys working on Ethereal Gates. They're actually a really cool bunch. Ethereal Gates, again, it's one of those games that's it's definitely going to be great when it comes out. They have a demo out. If you haven't played it, I recommend playing it. They have all custom graphics, scripts, and everything. It's like, you can tell that they've put a lot of effort into the game, and as a team they work, allegedly. So yeah, Aaron is one of the guys from Ethereal Gates, and he helped me out. He actually got in touch with me. I didn't go like to him and ask him for the stuff. He actually got in touch with me, and he told me, Lukes, you know, I've been ripping sound effects for all these attack animations. Would you like to use those, you know, for EBS? And I was like, yeah, man, that'd be great. And if you're one of those guys, seriously, if you have resources that you'd like to contribute to EBS or the title screens or anything else, because I don't have anything. I don't have anything. I don't have everything. Especially when it comes to sound effects. I'm really lacking when it comes to sound effects. I definitely don't have all the sound effects required to remake all the moves. I don't have any graphics for the moves. I make all of them from scratch. So yeah, I don't have battle backgrounds. I don't have all the battle backgrounds that are in the Black and White 2 games. I've only got the few from Eli. And yeah, I mean, if you do have resources you'd like to contribute, definitely let me know. Give me the resources. I'm going to put you to the credits list. I'm going to tell people, you know, please give credits where credits are due. And of course, update the plugin installer for the right credits and blah, 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 blah. So yeah. Hey, I can second that. Anime boner, definitely. Anime boners. It's a way of life, you know. You watch good anime, you get a boner from watching good anime. You can feel the amount of satisfaction. I don't know. I don't know about you guys. Glavash can agree with me. Anime equals life. So it's definitely one of them. And again, my nose is stuffed. I can't breathe. I might actually put you guys on a short break just to get my nasal situation covered and sorted out, because I don't want to, you know, I'm going to sound sick again for the whole stream. Actually, give me a moment. I'll be back with you. You can talk, chat amongst each other, you know, I don't mind. Promote stuff you want. I don't know. And we're back again. Okay, so I haven't missed anything in chat, thankfully. Okay. What else? What else did I have on today's agenda? I don't know. Like I said, you know, midweek streams, I don't do those. But this was just a random thing. I wanted to ramble for a bit. And yeah. I mean, I'm guessing it's not too popular, you know. I do have a view base that comes for consistent content, but like I said, the streams on Friday are legit. They will always happen. Unless something extremely extraordinary and, you know, out of the ordinary happens. I said extraordinary twice. Whatever. My nose is still crap, but it's going to kick in soon. Yeah. Okay. I can actually go to this. I've set up a few extra wallpapers in the background for you guys to enjoy. Chat is up on thing here right there. Again, question of the day. If you feel like answering it, leave your answer down below. I'll read it eventually somehow. I know I keep complaining about the YouTube notifications. But yeah, and it's weird. Like there's some people, like if I go to my community stuff right here, like I think I've gotten notifications on this thread when it comes to the comments, but not this one. And I don't know, man. I don't feel like bothering myself with these anymore. Sometimes I get notifications, sometimes I don't. And it's just a pain in the butt. Yeah. So what did we do last time? Last stream? I don't know. Oh, right. Pokemon selection screen. This stuff. Okay, so we got the choose Pokemon. Maybe we can work on something today, like make a cancel button. Yeah, maybe we could. Though, see, that's the thing. Like with my graphics in here, if I go to common, I didn't think about this in advance very well, because I obviously don't have those like outlines as you see here when I select cancel, right? I don't have this graphic in my buttons. So I don't know how I'll go about doing this. I don't know. We'll see. As I always say. We'll see. What else? What did you do with the Pokerus at the end? Is the status that shows? So the Pokerus is it's the same as it is in stock essentials. That's what I did in the end. So if you don't have a status condition, it's going to show up. If you have a status condition, it's not going to show up. And yeah, it's that simple. I don't know what else to do, you know. I don't know. I don't want to cramp way too much information, you know, in these. I mean, if you look at this, it's already cluttered. So I don't want it to be overwhelmingly cluttered. And if I look at the... Let me just check if I've done the experience bar. I do want to test that out before I go further with the custom stuff here. I'm pretty sure we have a def for experience. Right here, yes. And it should be calculated... No. Okay, so I don't have the experience bar. I'm going to do that right now. Let me check experience bar right here. Oh no, I do. Oh, okay. Huh. Okay. I forgot that that's that. I'm going to test it out just to make sure. Yeah. So yeah, when it comes to the Pokerus, I decided to do the same thing Essentials is doing, you know? When in doubt, Maruno is always right. So that's my logic. But yeah, I'm getting really crappy performance. Really crappy performance. which is always nice. Man, this stream, the YouTube archive is going to be crap. Okay, picture gain 72, and let's see if this positions correctly. Yes, okay, so the positioning is right. Actually, it's pixel by pixel, right? That's good, and it's going to be also, okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to fill up exactly as intended and exactly the same way it does in the battle system itself. Actually, let me close down this thing. Okay, let's kill some more dudes. 50 experience. Look at this. We're grinding essentials levels. That's always great. Hoot hoot. Oh yeah, Pokemon Go, man. Hoot hoots everywhere. Everywhere. Can't get enough of though. But yeah, I think the experience bar works as intended. I'm pretty sure when I release it, and if somebody finds a bug, they're going to let me know, because you guys are very nice and you always let me know. But yeah, from what I can tell, this works as intended. I mean, if I switch scenes, nothing too drastic happens when it comes to the actual behavior, so nothing is crashing, which is nice. And we pretty much like covered the basics of this simple portion of the... Actually, you know what? Let me do this. Let me warp to my map right here. World Tournament. Before we go any further, you need to save your progress. Okay, I will save. And let me see if the selection for the Pokemon works. Single. Okay, so it says choose Pokemon and confirm. See? Like it's already halfway plug and play, so that's, you know. It's okay. Let me go back to my map and save again. How have I been? I have been decent, I guess. I mean, you know, nothing too spectacular, neither here nor there. So I'm pretty content when it comes to my current being. Yeah, definitely don't have anything to complain about. I know this transition with the menu looks very jarring, but hey, the player is not going to be using debug unless you really goofed up, so I don't really care. Yeah, when it comes to the creative stuff, I don't know if you've seen or not, but I have uploaded a video of me playing piano, and I have other plans for I have other plans for piano, so that's definitely something that I will continue producing when it comes to content. Again, tutorial series is going to continue. I'm going to have the live streams on Friday and a random video here and there, you know, top 10 this, top 10 that, top 10 waifu, even though there's only one, you know, Makise Kurisu, confirmed waifu, the only one, top waifu. Hashtag use waifu here. But yeah, I've been okay. I've certainly seen worse days, that's for sure. Okay, so that's figured out. The confirm buttons, if I'm not mistaken, are going to be at the last two indexes here. Sweet. Sweet. How many years have I been playing the piano? What am I, 23 now? maybe 13 years. Yeah, I think I started dicking around with piano when I was 10. Probably. If my parents were watching the stream, they'd be able to confirm. But I think I have been playing the piano for 13 years. But again, you know, I never really took it anywhere when it comes to my actual knowledge of music. I don't know how to read notes. I don't know any music theory. You know, I have no, should I say, classical training when it comes to that. So I pretty much, you know, just fool around on the piano, either play stuff by ear or basically just copy other people. And if there's arrangements that I really like, you know, I just pick those up. And Breath of the Wild, the arrangement was definitely one of the best I've heard by DS Music. And if I were making my own arrangement, I don't think it would be that great. The only annoying part with that piece in particular was the awkward chords in the right hand when it comes to the final part of the when it comes to the final part of the melody, because they were like, I don't know, it's very, you had to stretch your hand in really weird ways. So I don't know. Nice piano, hands down my favorite instrument. Yeah, it's send nudes. I mean, it's my favorite instrument as well. You know, I keep telling my friends, if you go to FL Studio, if you want to make your own music, you know, there's a reason they call it the piano roll and not the bass roll or the guitar roll or the flute roll, you know, piano. But I will say, in my opinion, piano is probably the easiest instrument to learn how to play, you know, well. I don't know, I've never had, like, there has never been an instance in my life where I actually wanted to pick up a song and couldn't play it after practice. So I don't know, for me, piano, you know, it's been there in my life all the time. So, you know, I guess I got used to it. But like I said, I have no training. I mean, I did when I started playing piano, I did have classical training when it comes to, you know, going to a music school and getting lectures from teachers, piano teachers, instructors, whatever you call them. So I did have those at the beginning, but then, you know, I didn't feel like doing it. It just wasn't the way I wanted to take my piano life, because it is a hobby of a hobby, you know. It's very much on the downside, and I pretty much, you know, only play the piano for myself. I did participate in concerts here and there and in my school when I was still doing my A-levels, but yeah, I pretty much, you know, put in my headphones, I got an electric piano, and then I just play for myself. So whatever songs I do want to learn playing, I do it because, you know, that's my taste in music, I guess. And what I really want to learn is have spinning things, animate, move, fade in or out with different speed from fast to slow, for example. I knew you could potentially do this, but it's always fail somehow. Okay, so the easy, like the life hack I've found out for very easy, I know what you mean. So you're saying you want to be able to have, let's say, a sprite move from position A to position B, but you don't want the movement to be linear. You want it to be like, you know, move fast and then move slowly. And if you want to go from fast to slow, if you want to have that acceleration curve, like go like this, it's extremely easy to do. And you see me do this often. So let's say I have a starting X position. Okay. I have an end X position. Okay. And I have a sprite. So if I set the X for the sprite right here to be start X, and in my loop, let's say I have 16 times do, what you can easily do to have this sprite nicely animated with actual acceleration and deceleration is you go sprite.x minus equals, and then you go the current X position of the sprite minus the end position of this that you want the sprite to reach, and then you times it by 0.2 and 0.1, some factor like this. And what this is basically going to do is it's going to take the initial distance between the starting position and the end position. It's going to times it by 0.2, and then it's going to take it away from that. And then the next position, the next distance between the two positions are of course going to be smaller. And then when it times it by 0.2, it's going to be less and less and less. So it goes like, you know, it goes fast at the beginning and then slows down towards the end. And for the opposite way, I'm sure you can have it as well, you know, but you'd have to invert the calculation for that. So this is a trick I use all the time, and it's very easy because I, like you, I'm not really a huge fan of linear motion, which is what I've done to the vector thing right here. Where is it? The update. See, again, it takes the end position we want to have minus the current position, and then it times it by the increment I have, which in this case I think by default is 0.2. So you have that like fluid motion with speeds, ups and downs when it comes to positioning the vectors. So hopefully that helps. I started learning piano about 2 years now, working on 2 Zanner card. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it. I'm going to do some research when I end the stream. Yeah, man, I'm glad, you know, I always, and my real life friends can also agree with me on this, but we're always, you know, promoting like hobbies are a healthy thing. Like if you have hobbies, that's great, man. And definitely, I think, see, I can't speak for you. I don't know exactly what it is you want to do in the future or what it is exactly you want to do currently. But for me, and I'm assuming most of you that are here, you know, you watch my streams because you do want to do some coding, or you're making your game, or you're basically into some kind of creative content, you know, you're a creator, you do something, you have this creative need to fulfill in your daily life. And for me, it was always like the philosophy was this: I'm going to try to do as many of the things as I can in my current time, so as much as time allows me, and then I'm going to see which parts I like the most, and I'm going to focus on that. So that's pretty much how I did with everything. I like to play piano, and I like to compose music because I like to have this kind of musical creative outlet in my life. And then I really like programming, and I like coding. I know many people will disagree with me on that one, but I actually, you know, get a sense of satisfaction from coding. So I do like coding, and I also like graphics design. I like to draw things, even though I'm crap at drawing stuff, but I do want to get better, and, you know, stuff like that. So hobbies, man, hobbies. They definitely, I'm also, you know, I'm also always saying this, the most experience, I mean, you're definitely going to learn the most from experience. So from real world, hands-on application of things. Like, yes, I could go through, you know, programming nice and easy in university, listen to my professor garble about theory for 3 hours. But in the end, you know, unless you actually sit down on your computer and actually go and program stuff, you're not going to learn much. And I seriously think that experience trumps everything. And that's why I'm always, you know, saying try as much as you want, as much as you can, and see what comes out of it, you know. So that's definitely for me as well, for the piano, for coding, for graphics design, and everything else, even video editing. It's kind of, you know, I have this phase where I'm interested in video editing right now, so I am doing that as well. And I'm definitely learning a lot because I suck at the moment. So yeah, I have this really hacked on way of, you know, doing my animations and stuff like that. It's a song from Final Fantasy X. I'm not a huge Final Fantasy player. When I say huge, I haven't played any of the Final Fantasy games. I know. Shame on me, but I didn't. I assume this works for angles and opacities as well. Yes. This works for, I'm pretty sure, everything. Yeah. Hey Rix, sorry I ignored you. I didn't see your comment. I just saw it now. Welcome back. But yeah, it definitely works for angles, opacities, everything. You know, if you have like, I mean, it makes sense, right? You're pretty much just, because none of your coordinates are actually fixed except your end coordinate, which also doesn't need to be fixed. But since you're giving the increments in a changing variable method, so it can be +2 or +4 or +8 or whatever, and it all depends on the current position of the sprite. It's the same thing with opacities and everything else. So yeah, it's definitely the same logic can be applied wherever. And look at this Z moves. Empty script. Oh my god, no, what is this? No. Yeah. Oh boy. I trolled you guys. Like, the GIF I recorded, I'm going to show it right now. I recorded the GIF, oh, not here. I recorded the GIF to be used to make a fake video for Z moves, you know. And since like Maruno suggested that I was doing the GIF by actually editing the frames in Fireworks, and I'm not crazy. That would take ages. So I wrote a little, say, def APR, ha 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 ha. So I wrote a little function that actually like generates this, like this scene right here. This is fake, of course, but like eventually, if I do end up making Z moves, I mean, this is what it's going to look like, because I can't come up with anything else in the meantime. But yeah, it was definitely a hoax. Definitely not real. See? And the insane new feature, again, nothing. Right. Yeah. What else does the comment section say? For the question, yes, I'd watch the Rambling series. Okay. I may end up doing something in the meantime. You know, again, as an outlet for me to vent something at least. Like I say, I'm very big on anime at the moment. I wouldn't mind doing like reviews of stuff, but you know, like these live streams are unscripted and things like that. So I don't know, for the Rambling series, even though I would be like rambling about random stuff, I'd still have some sort of scripted or pre-prepared, you know, material and elements to that. You know, I don't want to go in blind. And for the coding stuff, for the tutorial, I mainly do like, I write my code in advance here, which I want to test or whatever. And yeah, again, that's also prepared. I do invest quite a bit of time into it, depending on how fancy I want to get with animations. Yeah, I mean, this video that came out today, it was kind of a low energy video, both in the recording quality and sound, as well as the animations and the amount of visual substance on screen. I don't know, man. It was kind of a low energy one. Definitely. Oh boy. You know what? Let me refresh my own stream. I have no idea what's going on. This thing is not catching up with me. Okie dokes. Right. So I don't know. I don't feel like doing any work. Again, like I said. This was more of a random midweek one. I don't know, to catch up with you guys, for you guys to catch up with me. If you have any questions, definitely. Look, I'm open right now. Any questions? And this is extremely easy for me, because instead of me having to, you know, go through some sort of IM barrier and language stuff, you can definitely, you know, just ask your questions right now, and I can demonstrate in real time when it comes to scripts and stuff like that. So if you have any questions, let me know. Midweek stream hype. Welcome, that guy T. It's not very hyped, you know, especially not for you regulars. I'm sure you were expecting coding, but I haven't done a bit of coding at all. I'm debating on, in my head, I'm thinking about whether or not I should start like making the buttons for canceling and accepting, confirming the party, and I really don't feel like doing it right now. I feel like doing it sometime later. But yeah, I don't know what else. I will definitely release the scripts I've done at some point. Again, I'm not doing this for me. Okay, I am kind of doing it for me. I'm actually doing it for me, you know. It gives me something to do. I do like to have some stuff to program. But again, I'm bringing consistency, hopefully, to your guys' projects. If you're using EBS and everything else, you know, you can easily configure your graphics and stuff to make it look similar. Okay, for the future, how can we block that third party to modify our fan games? What third party? Are you talking about my stuff? Look, I'm not... yeah, okay, so if you want to go... this is the piece of code that executes the stuff I have online. Okay? So this is the piece of code that downloads. This is pretty much, this is the updater. So this connects to my pastebin file. It reads the stuff from my pastebin. It checks whether or not you need to download the new version. So it checks whether or not your scripts are currently out of date. And then it proceeds on doing all of its magic. And of course, inside of here, I add extra functionality for stuff in case I need it. Or in case I want to fix the updater on the fly, you know, I don't have to push out an update for the updater. I can just do it on the go. So that's, you know, I can inject code in your games through this if I wanted to, but I'm not going to be a dick. I really don't care for that. I don't care about screwing up your games. So if you don't want to run the updater, comment this out, okay? This is going to get rid of all the online connectivity and you're never going to hear from me again. You can just comment this out and you're not going to get any of the updates I push or anything else. But when it comes to the April Fool's stuff, you're pretty much, there's a lot of elements. So there's like stuff in the UI, stuff in the scene, I think, stuff in the battle, stuff in the updater. So you're going to have to go through your scripts and actually look for this string right here. So you're going to have to see whether or not, like the lines of code, I check time.now.1, and I think I've made it easy. So you can just copy this and plug this directly into your find function. And it's going to list out all the other places you have this. So yeah, okay, it's in the updater, it's in the battle, it's in the UI, it's in the sprites right here, and it's in the title screens. This you don't have. But yeah, if you want to get rid of the April Fool's stuff, you get rid of it here. Again, like I said, this is only active based on your local time. So if your local date is set to April 1st on your PC while you're running the game, then it's going to activate the April Fool's joke. Otherwise, it's not. So that's that. I'm going to push out an update eventually to get rid of the code entirely. So if you want to wait for that, you can. I mean, like I said, the April Fool's is only active when it's actually 1st of April on your system. So you don't need to worry about that if you don't want to. I'm still a very big fan of your YouTube's into graphics, audio. Yes, that was also made with RGSs. Okay, let me, since the last time I failed, let me go here. If I go to my YouTube crap folder, RMXP, okay, so I got my scripts and I have this right here. Okay, so I got for the intro, for the stream, the stream intro, for the outro, for the episode titles, for other various overlays, and I coded the entire trailer. So the entire trailer is made with RGSs, and that's because I suck at not fireworks, what's it called, Premiere. I'm currently an extreme noob when it comes to Premiere, and you know, instead of wasting my time trying to, because I'm sure for the trailer I would have put in like 10 hours at least into Premiere and ended up with something that's completely crap. So I said, you know what? You know what's the easiest thing I can do? I could just code my animation and record it with OBS. And I did. I coded the animation and I just recorded it with OBS. I have two questions. Will I create Z moves? Will I make animations for some Gen 7 moves? Okay. So, like I said before, you missed the beginning of the stream. Z moves, no, not for the foreseeable future, unless Maruno, like somehow, to the shock of everyone else, it ends up including Z moves in Essentials version 17. I wouldn't hold your breath. So I don't like to add support to my official stuff for stuff that's not officially in the game, or officially in the kit, if that makes sense. I may look into Reborn's Z move mechanics, and I may add support, but that's all a maybe. So I don't know. And will I make animations for Gen 7 moves? Again, no, and neither for Gen 6 moves, because the move animations are based on the move ID. And let's say I make a move animation for Moonblast, right? In your game, it may be defined one way, and in somebody else's game, it may use a different ID number. And how will I know? I can't account for that, and that's going to be way too much. And since this is hard coded, all the move animations are hard coded. I can't be lenient. So move animations are only going to have move animations for stuff I work on that's actually included in the official PBS for Essentials. Anything modded will not work with EBS. Join Ethereal Gates if I have nothing to do, but I'll be under your command. No, man, I don't. First of all, I don't work well with others. I don't know if you can tell, but no, I have no interest in joining a project. I really like what I do right now. I like doing these open source kind of things. I get my Pokemon fix from this, so I have no need, or actually no desire to be joining a team. I do get I do get questions quite frequently. Oh, join this, join that. Will you join my team? Can you help me on this and that? And like easy help I can provide. That's not an issue. If it takes like 5 minutes, okay, I'll do it for you. But for other things, not really my thing. I've been trying to call the select Pokemon and check for compatibility functions, but I don't want that to be triggered via an event, via button input. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. I've been trying to call the select Pokemon and check for compatibility function. Select Pokemon and check for compatibility function. Do you mean stuff like in the tournaments where you have to, select a team of 4 members or something like that? But I don't want that to be triggered via an event, but via an input button input. An example of what I like to do is in the Pokemon bug contest, but that goes via an event trigger. I don't know how the Pokemon bug contest works. I have no idea. So I have no idea what you're talking about. Where's the bug contest? Man. Here? Okay, so what are you talking about? Let me try to deconstruct this. Anime bonus, Pokemon fix. Yes. Definitely anime bonus is the best thing in life. I don't know. I don't know how the bug contest works in Essentials. I don't know what it's triggered by. So common events. You said it does. It goes via an event trigger. Okay, I'm assuming that's. Where's the map for the bug contest? Where I think it's National Park, right? Entrance. Today is Tuesday. Okay, let me check. Okay. Yeah, my throat is getting. Would I like to give it a try? Okay, you're allowed to take 1 Pokemon. So is this what you mean? The chooseable Pokemon? Okay, so is this part what you want? You want this? Chooseable Pokemon? Is this? Are we on the same page? Are we? I don't know. If we're on the same page, and again, are you talking about doing this in a script or an event? That's also one thing you should probably lead with. So I'm going to wait for your response. Okay, so two answers and 1 to my questions. First of all, is this the part you mean? This is the stuff you want to use? And second, is this supposed to be in an event or like a hard-coded part in the script? Let me know. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, I can feel it. My voice is getting extremely messed up. I don't know, I'm choking on myself. Right. You let me know. I'm going to play around with this. I don't know how loops work with this. I'm assuming that the loop is going to I assume this is going to update the graphics at least once as well. Let me check. Button. Oh, button is being pressed. Okay. So I think you can do it like this. So loop, you have a loop right here. if you're waiting for the button to be pressed and the C button is being pressed, and then you just gotta break the loop. If I'm... maybe. But then the Pokemon needs to become the only Pokemon in the party, and I want it to run via the script. Okay, I got you. So we're not talking about events. Okay. So let me construct a simple thing. So let's say you have your script right here. Def script. So you're going to have to construct a loop. Because you're going to have to wait for inputs to be pressed. So your script is definitely going to need a loop. If you're doing it via, so if you have a certain def that you're invoking through the events and you're going over the scripted, like the evented stuff, okay, I've just shown. I'm not sure, you know, I'm not the best when it comes to eventing because I never use those because I don't like events, but whatever. I'm going to talk about the stuff I like here. So let's talk about scripts. If you have your script right here, so let's say you have something that you do, like do beforehand, and then you have the stuff you want to do after. So you, first of all, you're going to need to back up your trainer party, your current one, if you want to restore it later. So that's definitely going to be one of those. So let's say trainer, we have trainer.back is going to be equal to trainer.party.clone, because this, if you just assign it to this, you're pretty much telling the interpreter that this variable is going to be your trainer party. So if you do the changes to the trainer back, you're actually going to do the changes to the trainer party, and vice versa. If you do changes to trainer party, you're going to do changes to trainer back, and this is going to create a cloned array of things. And the same thing is going to be true in reverse. So if I have this trainer back.clone, this is going to restore the original trainer party. And actually, I think I have this set up better in my World Tournament script when I choose my Pokemon as well. And choose tournament, choose Pokemon. So I have this right here. Rule sets. Okay, I got the ban list, rule sets, screen. Oh yeah, I should ask, do you want certain, like, because this, again, this pertains, for my method here, I'm applying the, this, where is it? Restrict species rule. So these are the battle rules, but okay, let's not complicate things. Let's use this. So if I'm not mistaken, I'm actually going to search this just so I'm not talking out of my ass. Def choose Pokemon, and this should have a return red. Okay, yeah, definitely. Okay, so you can do this. Where is my script? I forgot where I put it. So if in your script, if input.trigger is input C, which is the default input, you're going to break the loop, of course, at the end, but then you're going to say trainer.party is going to be equal to then this, and I don't know what these two parameters are. I'm sure you can look it up, but this is basically going to be the main structure of the thing. And it's the same thing that we've seen in the events, but instead of actually coding it, you get the event loops and breaks and stuff like that. But you're definitely going to need a loop, and oh, I forgot this. You're going to need a graphics.update, and of course you're going to need a input.update. Otherwise, how is the thing going to know whether or not your button is pressed? But yeah, this is going to be simple because, I mean, it makes sense. You're going to need to have your game hang or wait until the input is pressed, otherwise it won't know, or if you just skip the input and it's not pressed, it's going to continue and break your stuff or whatever. But this is like the very vague, bare bones look of things, if that makes sense. Looking for continuous updates in field. Should I be putting my code into scenes map main function? Okay, so for continuous updates, this is what I would recommend. Yes, I would go into scene update, and there is actually one part I would put it in, and I don't think okay, so I think it's this part right here. So I would do it in the update sprite sets, because if I'm not mistaken, the def pb wait function, def pb wait function, yeah, it updates scene map, which is going to be def update scene map. So yeah, scene is seen at scene map is going to update mini, and if I'm not mistaken, this update mini calls back to, oh boy, where is it? Mini update. Mini update calls update sprite sets as well. Yeah, so that's where I'd put it. I'd either put it inside of the update sprite sets, or I put it in the update mini, mini update, because that's pretty much going to allow you for your interfaces to be updated also during speech, unless you want to access that functionality. But I would actually recommend putting it in here and hard coding into your code, like whether or not the player is interacting with events, and then disabling the menu if you have some kind of HUD on your screen. But also when you're updating, let's say you have your menu defined right here, dot update, but do it, just give it a check so it makes sure that if the menu is actually present, it's going to update, because depending on how you set up your code, your whatever thing you're updating in your scene may or may not be initialized at the time this thing gets called. So just make sure this is here. This is a safety check, and it's not going to crash your game in case something is not defined in advance. But this, if I'm remembering correctly, like from the stuff I've done in my game, this is where I've put it. This is where I've done my updates. And the way I've constructed like my menu and my on-screen elements is just like I've made my own class, and in here, def main, I said like my HUD would be custom hood dot new, and like this class would be defined somewhere else, and it would contain everything else. And then in the mini update, I would put everything for updating all the stuff. Hopefully that helps. If that makes sense. Boy, my arm is making weird noises. Microphone arm. Maybe a dumb question, but is it possible to call the intro animation your ultimate title screen in the middle of the game? Yes, I think so. If I'm not mistaken, my intro animations are not dependent on anything else. There's only one intro animation. Wait. Are we talking about the intro animations as in, you know, the Nidoran and the Gengar fighting? Because that I'm sure you can just call, you know, off the fly. But you can also call the title screens as well, I'm sure, in the middle of the game, if you really wanted to. Since the actual functionality of the title screens and the visual parts of the title screens are not together. So if you wanna call the intros, the little animation with the Nidoran and the Gengar, you just run this, and there's currently only one intro, so you only have one choice. But yeah, you can just, you don't even need to do like class is equal to or whatever. You can just run classic intro.new, and it's a self-confined like little animation. So yeah, that's when it comes to this. But when it comes to the screens, you can do it as well. Since, like I said, the functionality of the actual title screen is separated from the visual aspects of it. So the screen gets defined as follows. It's right here. So screen equals to the title screen styled, and you have to be careful with the names since there are a lot of title screens right here. Yeah, so the screen gets called here, and then you have this screen.intro, which is right here. And this is the part which actually plays the intro. And this intro is skippable. If I look at the code, I've set it up like so. So the intro is a self-confined thingy, and it uses these wait functions. And these wait functions, right here in the wait function, you also get input processing. So when you trigger the input C, it's going to say, okay, you skip it to true. And then if it skips, it's not going to wait for the certain amount of frames that it needs to wait. So wait here 1, nah, it's not going to do it. If you skip the intro animation, it's just going to skip everything. So you're not going to get those graphics update right here, which are actually going to hang your game for a frame for the animation to play out. But yes, like I've said, you have to define your title screen first. You have to initialize the title screen, and then you just run screen.intro, and that's it. And then at the end, you can dispose the title screen after you've done with the intro, which is right. Dispose title. Where is it? Right here. So you just do screen.dispose. So all of my title screens have a dedicated .dispose function. So you can just call that. And I do recommend disposing your like unused items whenever coding. Seriously, unused sprites, always dispose them. Don't just leave them there for the garbage collector to do its thing, because it kind of sucks. I have a little playable prologue in a game. Okay. No, the title screens. Okay, perfect. Thanks. That's great. That's exactly what I did when I asked about it earlier. Any explanation will do. And yes, I got 900 subs. Hey. Almost 1K. Ooh, 1K. 1K face reveal. Maybe not. What am I working on? Nothing. Working on nothing. Answering questions. General stuff. Ooh, what I say? Did I dispose the image? Yeah, I do have it here. Okay, just looking at random stuff. Yeah. I'm really, this stream is not meant to be a work stream. It's kind of more like a casual, chill, rambling thing, and maybe some coding, but that's only like extra for those of you who have questions. Okay, these are my, if I'm not mistaken, where is it? Colors? Yeah, okay. Oh boy, I want to sneeze. Wait. Okay, yeah, so if you have any other questions, let me know. So it's testing purposes, done its purposes. Let's get rid of this. Uranium or Insurgents? In what capacity? Which one I like more? Well, I can't really talk about Insurgents since I haven't played it. I've only played Uranium, so Uranium. Yeah, I don't know. Insurgents, it never tickled my fancy. I think that the game lacks extreme polish. It's really not polished enough for my tastes. So yeah, I never picked it up. I see that it's a phenomenon on YouTube. It's extremely popular, and to be honest, from what I've seen of other people playing the game, I really don't understand the hype, but I'm glad the team and the game is getting recognition. You know, I'm really glad for them. I would hope that more actually fan game devs get more recognition. That'd be an ideal world, but alas, it doesn't always happen. But yeah, definitely Uranium, since that's the only one I played. I don't know. Like I say, Insurgents didn't tickle my fancy. I think it lacks a polish. I think the maps, aren't that. I don't know. I don't want to say much else. SG best streamer, thanks for donating, man. Thanks for donating. Yeah, it didn't tickle my anime boner. Nothing tickles my anime boner except anime. And of course, best girls. Oh boy, look at this. Donated. Wet mode, Phoenix, right? Oh, I mean, look at this. You've already handicapped your question like right at the beginning. You put wet mode, and of course it's going to negate everything else. Of course I'm always going to pick wet mode. And that's like the game I played at least 6 times by now. Wet mode, definitely. Wet mode, greatest game. And say why, because I love the intro. It seriously got me. I didn't expect it. There were twists and turns on every single map, every single event. It was so well done. The choreography, the music, I really like the soundtrack. Like, people are gonna give me hate for liking the soundtrack, but I really like the soundtrack in wet mode. I think it was a great game. So yeah. You personally feel the same way about Insurgents? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I could say about Insurgents. It's not my cup of tea. Like I said, for the game that's getting that much hype and recognition, I would expect, you know, that the game was a bit more polished. Seriously, like, there's a lot of inconsistencies when it comes to the game's art style in general. I dislike some of the UI choice elements, especially when it comes to the battle system. From what I've seen from the overworld sprites, they were kind of wonky and aren't positioned correctly, so the animations when walking and for other events, they kind of look weird. The story, again, it's not to my liking, but that's purely subjective, you know. Everybody has the right to their own opinion when it comes to stuff like that. And my fans will be Ethereal Gates and Phoenix Rising. Wet mode is pretty funny, yeah. Wet mode was definitely, like, I was talking to Scott on Discord, and I was telling him, like, bro, what inspired the name Wet mode? Because seriously, I didn't understand why Wet mode out of all the names you could have chosen. Wet mode. And then he sent me the game, and then I played the game, and I played the game before April 1st. And seriously, when I got to that scene, like at the beginning of the intro, oh my god, I didn't expect it. It hit me like a truck, and it was great. It really was great. Yeah, I knew what I was getting, you know, into before I played the game, but I didn't expect that. So yeah, and you need to go. Well, thank you for joining the stream, Rix. Again, Friday is going to be the real stream. So yeah, join there if you feel like doing so. Today's stream was kind of weak on both content and internet speeds, and now OBS tells me that everything is fine now when I'm reaching my end. So yeah, thanks for joining. Hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye. But yeah, Glavash man, thanks for donating. Always appreciate it. Always appreciate it. You should show off that t-shirt you won. Bye Marion, bye. No, or wait, how should you am I derping out? Are you saying see ya to Rix? Okay. If you're leaving, thanks for joining the stream. I'm glad you were here. Hopefully this wasn't, you know, too boring. But yeah, definitely next week. Not next week. I keep saying next week because that's, you know. Oh yeah, the thing I've noticed, like in my initial tweet, I actually pooped up because the daylight savings time got changed again. So now it's 2-hour difference between my time and GMT. So I fixed that now. The stream is going to be every Friday at 7 p.m. GMT. According to Google. According to Google, you know, I blame Google for everything else. Especially the notifications on YouTube, man. Come on, man. Come on. You can't do me like that. But yeah, unless you guys have any other questions, I'm going to go make myself something to eat. And that's going to be it from me. To recap, I didn't do nothing. We did answer a few questions on stream, hopefully. Again, we confirmed that Makise is best girl ever. Anime hype is definitely starting up. Shingeki, Boku no Hero, beautiful stuff. Definitely worth a watch. I'm glad I waited. I'm glad I didn't spoil myself too much with the manga. And that's dope. That's dope. It's gonna be hype. This season is gonna be hype. I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Yeah. Definitely something worth to watch. Even Dragon Ball Super might be good. Hey, this is the first time and probably the only time you're going to hear it from me, you know. Dragon Ball Super, holy crap. Those words came out of my mouth. Yes, Jonas, you're late. You're definitely late. I'm going to leave you guys at the microphone screen. I mean this general screen. So yeah, you're late. I'm pretty much going to go, you know, finish up the stream soon and end it on a high note. I mean, as high as it gets. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to talk about. My rambling has gone on long enough. The stream quality finally kicked up, but now it's too late. And yeah, answering some questions. Insane new feature. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. People still falling for the trolls in the comments on YouTube. That's great, man. I love, you know what? I'm never gonna stop trolling you guys. I love trolling you guys. So hopefully you got some sense of humor and you can appreciate it. Otherwise, it sucks for you. Oh, YouTube is now showing me notifications, so that's great. Thanks, Google. Oh boy, what's this? Oh my dude. Am I watching? Oh wow. Oh wow, oh wow. Relic Castle is retweeting me like crazy. See those guys at Relic, they're so cool. The site looks incredible. The site is great actually. It's, oh my boy, the features. I'd actually like to do a full dedicated video on Relic Castle once it's, I'm not I'm not sure if it's actually launched to the public yet. But yeah, I would definitely, I'm going to get in contact with Dio and I'm going to ask him. I don't want to step on anyone's toes, you know. I don't want to make that dough, that crazy YouTube dough or views off of somebody else's content. But I definitely like to feature them in one of the videos. Hopefully bring more attention to the site, and I'm going to focus a lot of my resources as well on Relic. If you go to reliccastle.com/EBS, you're going to see a dedicated link for EBS, which is super cool. And I've gone out of my way to make the thread look as appealing as possible. You know, I've used fancy CSS stuff to make it adaptive, to make it visually as appealing as I can make it. You know, I kind of suck at CSS and HTML in general. But yeah. And also, for those of you wondering, I have put up direct download links to the scripts. If that tickles somebody's fancy, like I've had a few people here and there, you know, ask me for direct links. But yeah, it's there. Like I said, I'm going to ask Dio or Aki or some of the administrators, you know, if it's cool with them, you know, to do a video on those guys. But yeah, it's definitely good. Thank you guys for the 900 subs. We've reached that milestone as well. Just 100 more and we get into the 1K territory. But I have noticed the channel growth has stagnated. Obviously you guys don't like the content I produce. Jokes aside, there will be more stuff in the future. Again, like I said, I have a few things planned. I'm going to test the waters when it comes to like top 10 this, top 10 that, top 5 this, to be more precise. Especially with the anime talk and the video game talk. I'm going to try to make the videos as coherent as possible. Go into in-depth explanations of why I actually like those games. I may or may not do a face cam. I probably won't. But yeah. Unless you guys have anything else, that's pretty much going to be it for me. Why do I have a little shadow in the nose of the drawing? Where's the consistency? A little shadow. Well, you know, I kind of gotta demonstrate my big nose right here. If I didn't put that little shadow on my big nose, you wouldn't see it properly. That's why I have the little shadow as well on the bottom. Like I said, I'm no artist. I do try as much as I can. But yeah, the shadow is there to show off more of the shape of the nose in general and the nostrils. Hopefully you can understand and appreciate that. As high as your anime boner. Oh, you're hung up on this anime boner notion. I mean, it's a legit thing. Like when you watch good anime, you get an anime boner. It's very simple, actually. Don't know why that fascinates you so much. But yeah, this is going to be it. I don't know what else to say. I'll try to, you know, I'll try to, what was I going to say? Yes, I'll try to actually, when I schedule the stream for this Friday, I'll try to schedule it properly. I don't know what happened with the name mess ups and stuff like that. But yeah, it happened. It's there. But But yeah, Pokemon Primal Steelix is showing up on my Twitter. The best game. The best game. Best boss. But PowerPoint OP, man. PowerPoint OP. But yeah, okay. Again, I'm rambling. I said I was going to cut this short because I didn't do nothing. Yeah, I mean, the stream was very mediocre when it comes to both the technical quality and the quality of work and everything else, and my commentary, and my voice, and my nose, and everything. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for those of you who stuck around with my nonsense. If you did, I'm glad you did. Hopefully, I wasted enough of your time. You know, well, I mean, what are you doing with your life? Seriously. Yeah, I'm going to put you guys on the end screen. It's going to stay there for 20 minutes so that I can insert those YouTube cards thingies, and then it's good to close. But yeah, thank you guys again for joining. Thank you guys for watching the other content. If you do, if you enjoy that content, that's even greater, you know. Let me know. Again, feedback. I really do care about feedback. Any feedback you want to leave in the comments or on Discord or wherever, just, you know, leave it there. I do try my best to read as much as I can, and I do try my best to answer as much as I can. So definitely, feedback is something I do care about. Whatever ideas you have, let me know. Yeah, let me know. The streams, I'm going to continue working on the user interfaces, but if you want to see something else, if you want to see me work on something else, again, let me know, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for me. Yeah, it's the 5th time I said it. Okay, I'm going to stop now. Okay, bye. Take care until Friday. Yay, join. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe definitely makes it cures diseases. Anyway, I'm going to